So still muted. Okay, I'll try to look for some other solutions later on. Thanks for informing. Okay, so this afternoon our focus will be on the tutorial questions on the first part of financial mathematics, such as commission, discount, markup, cost, profit, selling price. All right. So in order to answer all these tutorial questions for exercise 5.11 to 5.15, we need to refer to some of the formula, right? So at first, okay, you need to get ready the formula list that you may need to in order to answer the question for this tutorial. Okay. So the formula list, you can just refer to your PowerPoint slide on Tuesday. Okay, so these are the formula that you need to get ready in order to answer the tutorial question for this chapter. Okay, and I believe there are a few questions are quite challenging, because some of the questions are actually is to test your understanding on whether you know how to change the unit, okay, of the measurements before you can get the final answer and apply the financial mathematics formula. So some of the questions we may need to play around with the units of measurement. Okay. So I believe some of you have some question for exercise 5. It should be 5. Okay. Sorry, this one should be exercise 5.11, tutorial chapter number 5. Right? So I think some of the questions from section 5.15 can be quite challenging. A few questions are quite challenging. Yeah? So among exercise 5.11 to 5.15, any question that you want me to go through? Maybe we can start from exercise 5.11. Any question that you would like me to go through to discuss? Maybe your answer is different from the answer provided at the back. Any question that you want me to go through? We start from exercise 5.11.
Question 4. Question 4.
Question 4. Okay. Then we'll move on to question 4. All right. Question 4. Okay. Thank you. I try to enlarge the screen so that you can see. Okay. All right. Question 4. Okay. We'll move to question 4 now. So the most important is we must try to understand the question. We must understand the meaning of the question before we can answer the question. All right. So this is the question. Okay. Question 4. Okay, so these are the information given. So let's try to analyze together. A retainer of 150 per month. This is the fixed salary. Retainer means the fixed salary of a salesperson. Okay, and this is counted in monthly basis. So that means the fixed monthly salary of a salesperson is 150. The fixed monthly salary. Okay. And then the salesperson also can earn 5% commission, okay, to all first-year salesperson employed by the ACME company. Okay, so that means the salesperson can receive 2 types of salary. One is from the retainer and one is from the sales commission. Okay, then over a 12-month period, the following monthly sales figures were achieved by one salesperson. Okay. So these are the sales data achieved by one person, by one salesperson. So calculate her total income for the year. Okay, her total income for the year. So if I were you, I'll try to calculate the total income for retainer first. All right, total income for retainer. In 1 year, how much can this salesperson earn for retainer? So answer is 150 per month multiply 12 months, because 1 year has 12, right? So we try to get the retainer value first. So I try to write down first the total retainer, how much. Okay. Total retainer. I can put in a year, okay? In a year. Equal to 1 month is 150. Okay, 1 year has 12 months. So we multiply 12. So I insert multiply symbol. multiply symbol on this. Okay, so too small. The X is too small. I chose a bigger one. Maybe I chose this. Okay. Close. Okay. 12 months. So how much? 150 multiplied 12. Can somebody give me answer?
1,800.
1,800. This all right. Because this is not the final answer, so I don't put the unit. It's okay. Because now it's only the working. Okay. Because we know that there are two sources of income for each salesperson. So now we calculate the total retainer first. Okay. Maybe I can use blue color. I use blue color. Okay. Then the next step now is that we have to calculate the total commission. Okay. Total commission. Earn in a year, right? So we know that the formula is using the total sales, right? We know the formula to calculate the commission is based on total sales, right? So we have to use the formula of total sales multiply with the commission rate, which is 15%. Okay, so I try to use the symbol, insert, multiply, okay? And this is a commission rate, okay? So this is the formula. If you cannot recall, please refer to the lecture notes. Right? So if you cannot recall, then you just go back to here and check again. All right. So the commission should be equal to total sales multiply commission rate. Okay. So use this formula. The first formula. Maybe I use different color so that we can differentiate this. So this one I can use maybe green color. Right. Oh, okay. So we know that commission rate is easy. Commission rate is 15%, right? So is multiply 15% is easy. This one, okay, commission rate. So now the problem is total sales. We don't have the exact figure. Total sales. Total sales we don't have. Commission rate is already given 15%. So total sales, how to calculate the total sales value? Anybody? Total sales, how to get the total sales value? Anybody? Total sales is using the total of monthly sales. That's the meaning. Total sales means you have to sum up all the monthly sales. So it's 3,000 plus 6,500 plus 750 plus 970 until the December 399. You have to sum up all these figures. So anybody have you calculated the answer? I'll wait for you to give me the answer for the total sales. Total sales. This one. Okay, so that means you need to sum up all these numbers in order to get the total sales. So anybody can you give me answer for total sales, which is the purple color? Sum out all these numbers. Then you get the total sales. Anybody? Can you sum up these 12 numbers? Maybe you can key in and then put use Excel, key inside the Excel, or maybe you can use calculator. Can anybody give me answer? Total sales?
So it's 26,443.
This number, 26,443. Thank you. Yeah, so I put purple color. Purple means I get the figures from the original sales value, the monthly sales value. Then you can get the total sales in a year. Okay. Okay, then we know that 15% means 15 divided by 100. Okay. So if you are good enough, you can just put 0.15 directly, yeah? If you are good enough, you can just simply put 0.15. Okay. 0.15 is because 15%. 15% means 15 divided by 100. Okay, so for those who are not really familiar, yeah? So you can put here. So 15% means 15 divided by 100. Okay, so it's equal to 0.15. So substitute this number directly into the formula. Okay, if you are good enough, Okay, then we use 26433 multiplied with 0.15. What is the figure you get? Anybody? 26433 multiplied with 0.15. What is the result you get? Unique calculator. Anybody? Maybe already done this question. Wait lah. Okay, you need to practice. Okay. 26433 multiply 15%. Anybody? 26433. So you get 3964.95. Huh? You can leave the answer in two decimal places enough. All right. So you put 3964.95. Okay. And then the next step is you sum up the total retainer and the total commission earned by the salesperson. Okay, so we can use the keywords from the question. What is the keyword? Let's see. What is the keyword used? Total income of a salesperson. So this is the for the year. Total income for the year. Okay, so I just copy this. Total income for the year. This is in yearly basis. So it's equal to the retainer 1,800, and then plus the commission earned is 3964.95. So this one I use blue color. What is the answer? Final answer? Sum up these two. Plus 1,800. 5764.95. Because this is the final answer. So we should leave the answer with a unit. Okay? Because this is the final answer. So we should put a unit. Then 5764.95. So because this is the final answer, usually I prefer also to put this, put the 3 dots, okay, to indicate this is my conclusion. Usually I like to use the 3 dots. To indicate that is the final answer.
Sir, the commission rate is 5%.
Oh, 5% only, okay,
Yep.
all right. No wonder nobody want to give me answer. Okay, 5% only, okay. So that means 5%. Thank you for informing. So 5% only. So that means is 5 divided by 100 is 0.05. Okay, 5%. Okay, so that means this answer we need to revise. This one also have to revise. So what is the answer if you use 26433 multiply 5%? Anybody?
1322.15.
2.15. This one.
Yep.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, then we add this value into the retainer together with the retainer. So 1322 point. And then plus 1,800. So what is the final answer? 3 something, right? 3,000.
Sir, is 3122.15.
Thank you. This one, agree? So this is the final answer. Okay. Total income earned by a salesperson in a year. I use black to indicate this is the final answer. Okay. Any other questions? So the pattern of the question can be slightly different, but actually we apply the same concept. Any other questions besides question 4? From exercise 511. Okay, 511. If not, they'll move on to 512.
Sir, question number 9.
Number 9. Okay. All right. Question number 9. We move on to question 9. Okay, this question. So this Joey, okay, place orders to the value of 126850 for office furniture during the monthly or the month of May. Okay, this is May. Okay, so in the month of May, place orders means manage to get the sales. Okay, manage to receive the sales through an order from a customer, and then the sales value is equal to 126850. That's the meaning. Sales for this office furniture, okay, that achieved by Joey in May. Okay, this is the sale value, total sales value. Okay, so during the same period, orders to the value of 9,800 were cancelled So that means this is not the sale anymore. This is no longer this one cannot be included in the commission calculation. Orders of the value. Okay, orders of the value. So that means from here, okay, this total orders here, we need to deduct 9,800 because some customer cancel the order. So we need to deduct this 9,800 from this original sales in May. Okay, so next sentence. Find his gross earnings of the month of May if his commission is 2%. Okay, he can get 2% commission based on the sales. So the tricky part is this part because some of the orders already been cancelled, so we should not include this 9,800 in the commission calculation. All right, but we still apply the same formula. Right? We still apply the same formula, all right? But you can try to write down first the actual sales. If you want, now you can write down the actual sales. Okay. So actual sales actually is using this number 126850. Okay, I think I better just type directly faster. Okay. Minus the order that been cancelled. Okay, so it's 9,800. So how much is the actual sales achieved by that salesperson in May then? We need to calculate first the actual sales. Maybe I use blue color. Okay, so can somebody help me to calculate the actual sales using 126850 minus 8,900, 9,800. So actually the actual sales are in May achieved by that salesperson is 117050 only, right? Yeah. Okay. Now we can calculate the commission rate using the what formula? Using this formula that you already learned. This one, right? Using this formula. Commission value equals to total sales multiply commission rate. So we copy this formula. Copy. Paste to here. or very big, formula. Okay, so this is the formula that we should use, right? Because the question is asking for earning, okay, commission rate. This question does not inform whether this salesperson is able to get the retainer or not. Does not mention. So we just assume that only commission will be earned by this salesperson. All right? So answer is total sales. Total sales is 117,050. Multiply with the commission rate 2% only. So 2%, you can, okay, if you're not good enough, you just put 2% first, all right? And then change this 2% into decimal number, becomes 0.02. So we do step by step. If you are still not really familiar on how to convert the percentage number into decimal number, we do step by step. 2% means 2 divided by 100. This is the final answer, so it's better to leave the answer with the appropriate unit. In this case, it's dollar. Okay. So multiply 0.02. So it's 2341. So far, any question on this? So far, so good?
Yeah, good.
So the tricky part is, I think here, right? Because of this first sentence, some may not really know what is that. This is order, yeah. Instead of sales, yeah, this is order, okay. So can be considered as sales, yeah, can be considered as sales already, right? But because cancelled this, so the actual sales is only this amount. Yeah. So it can be because of the some of the keywords here, the business terms. Sometimes we need to familiar with all these business terms. Okay, then exercise 5. This one should be 5. 512. Okay, how about exercise 512? Any question that you want me to go through? 512. Or you still have question from 511? So for this chapter, you need to do a lot of exercise so that you are familiar with different format of questions. The question can be in different form, but we apply the same formula in fact. How about exercise 512? Any question that you like me to go through? Maybe your answer is different from the answer at the back. This table question, you can just leave it, no need to do, just ignore if you don't have time. Do the question with case study one, so that you are familiar with all the terms, terminologies. 512, any questions? Question 5. So okay, I do it slowly. Okay, any question? You tell me. I'll stop. Exercise 512. No, okay, then how about 513? How about question 2? You want me to go through? Question 2? It's okay? Then exercise 514.
Um, 514, question number 2.
Number 2, okay. Let us analyze together. Okay. We have time today. Okay, we just focus on tutorial question for this chapter. So we analyze the question together. Okay. First sentence, a large clothing store is given a trade discount of 20% for its winter jeans purchase. Okay, so this large clothing store it can be considered as a wholesaler. Okay, a wholesaler that probably now produce these clothing. Okay. And this wholesaler, okay, will give a trade discount of 20% to the retailer usually, okay, to the retailer. 30% the trade discount for this winter jeans purchase. Besides that, okay, a further discount of 5% is paid on the condition that the store pick up the jeans from the factory. So that means there'll be two discounts. So we call this as the chain discounts. Okay, 20% followed by 5% discount. If the buyer pick up the jeans from the factory directly, can get 5% discount again. Okay, so that means this is considered as chain discount. Involve two discounts from a sales. Okay. Okay, next sentence. If the list price of the jeans was 14270, this is the list price offered by wholesaler to the retailer. Determine the cost to the store. Determine the cost to the store. Okay, I think this question is, yeah, it should be determined, okay, how much must be paid by the retailer as the cost. So this is calculate the cost price or the net price for a retailer. If the retailer would like to purchase clothing, the jeans, okay, from this wholesaler, then how much must be paid by the retailer, okay, in order to, if the list price of the jeans was 14270, that is the meaning. So I think the problem now is this sentence, the cost of the store. This is not clear. Yeah, it should be the cost price, or we call it the net price, that had to be paid by a retailer. A net price or the cost price that had to be paid by a retailer if the retailer purchased the jeans from this large clothing store. This question is not so clear. This part, this sentence, not good. Okay, so it's calculating the cost price, or we call it the net price. Okay, so here I put cost price for a retailer. Okay. In this case, cost price means the net price. That has to be paid by the retailer to the manufacturer, or we call it as the wholesaler. Okay. So in order to answer this question, okay, then you have to choose the correct formula. Okay. So far these are the formula that we already studied. All right. So you have to choose the appropriate formula. So we should choose this one, right? This formula number 8. Net price. Net price means the cost price. Okay. Choose this one. List price is the price offered by the wholesaler to the retailer. Okay. And then 1 minus the first discount rate, and then multiply with 1 minus the second discount rate. And so we should use this formula in order to solve the problem. So the steps involved are, you analyze the question first. All right. Check what is the variable that you want to find out. Second, go to this summary table and check which formula you want to use in order to solve the problem. So we choose this formula. All right. So I copy this formula. Copy. All right. So paste to here. So this is the formula that we should use. So cost price means the net price. Right. All right. So now is list price is given already. The jeans, the list price for the jeans. List price means the price offered by wholesaler to retailer. Is this number? So substitute to here. And the first discount rate is what value? 20%. So substitute 20%. It should be 20%, right? 20%. So here should be 20%. 20% means 0. Okay, so I better write down. Okay, 20% means 0.2. All right. 20 divided by 100, so it's 0.2. Okay, so first discount is 0.2. Then the Because this one involves two discount, another discount is 5%, the discount rate. So 5% means 0.05. So that means we have to use 1 minus 0.05 for the second discount rate. So the next step is to simplify. To simplify this expression, all right? This expression has to be simplified. So the list price is still the same, right? Then 1 minus the first discount rate, 1 minus 0.2 is 0.8. Okay, then multiply with 1 minus the second discount, which is the this is the additional discount, 5%. So 5% means 0.05. So you get 1 minus 0.05 is 0.95. So multiply this, I'll get 1084.5.20. We can leave the answer in two decimal places. So I think the problem is this sentence are not clear. This one, this is not clear. So need to, need to improve again this question. Okay, any other questions besides this part?
Sir.
Yes.
Can you show the working for another method, like the one you don't use the 1 minus 0.2?
Okay, because if involve two discounts, it's better to use this formula to get the answer directly. You want me to show another method? Can also? Can. Okay. This question is because sequence is very important. So usually the retailer, the customer, in this case is retailer, will receive 20% discount first, followed by 5% discount. But this method is faster. Okay, if you want me to show another method, can also. Okay, so that means we do step by step. So I use different color. Okay, if you want to do step by step, okay, so we choose other formula, right? So we choose okay, maybe this one. Okay, let's say you choose this formula. So now I use different color, because I have to show step by step. I use different colors. I think this one I need to put first discount, right? First discount. Okay, if you want to do step by step, yeah, can. All right, so we try now. Okay, this is the cost price. I put cost price. So I assume that there are two discounts. So we try to calculate the cost price after first discount. Okay, we do step by step. So we know that the formula is using the list price minus the first discount. So here I put first discount rate. Discount rate. Rate means is in percentage. Okay. This one should be first discount. Okay. List price just now is 14270. Okay. Minus the first discount. First discount. Okay, maybe I use the different. Okay. Different color so that you can see. Maybe I can use a green color, right? First discount. Okay. This is in dollar, dollar value, is dollar, Okay, so how to calculate the discount in value? Okay, so you have to use this formula, all right? If you want to calculate the discount in value, you have to use list price multiply discount rate, the first discount rate, in order to get discount for the first discount value. Okay. Okay, we do step by step. So I use green color. So it's 14270 multiplied with the first discount. First discount is 20%. Okay. So now I try to correct the cost price after the first discount. So using this one, 14270 minus 14270 multiplied 20%. Okay. So we do step by step. This I use blue color. Okay, so 14270 multiply 20%. So it's 2854. 2. This is green color. Okay. Right. So subtract these two numbers. Answer is what value? Minus positive 11416. So once you get this value, then you calculate the cost price, the second discount. So what is the formula? Formula is you have to use cost price after first discount minus the second discount rate. Second discount. So maybe second discount I use purple color. All right, I use purple color. Cost price after first discount is 11416. So we substitute 11416 to here. Green color. Minus this one, second discount. How to get the answer? Okay, so in order to get the discount in dollar value, we have to use this formula. List price multiple. So in this case, now we have to use the price after the first discount, multiply with the second discount rate. Second discount, or you minus the second discount. Okay, right? So second discount would be 11416 multiply. Discount is 5%, right? So it's 0. I use purple color. So the green color just remain the same, don't change. We try to simplify the term that is highlighted with using purple color. Okay, 11416 multiply 5%. 11416 multiply 0.05. So it's 5708. Purple color. Okay. Then we use this green color minus the purple color. So your value should be equal to this number. Should be equal to. It's slightly different, huh? One minus this one. Okay, let me see whether it's correct or not. 11416 minus 5708. 5708. Let me check any
Sir,
yeah,
it's actually 570.8.
you mean this, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. 11416, huh? Multiply 0.05, huh? So 570.8, right? 570.8. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. So let us check your answer. Huh? So then we have to use the green number minus with the purple number. Okay. So you should be able to get this value. Right. Okay. So you should be able to get the same number. Huh? So usually if the question involve more than one discount, if more than one discount, I prefer to use this method so that it's faster to get the answer faster. If more than one discount, I use this method. If only one discount, I will use this method to get the answer. Okay. So it's up to you, but this is faster. In fact, the first method is faster. Okay. So any other questions on this part? So the problem for this question is because of this sentence. The last sentence is not clear whether the cost is for who. Actually, it's for the retailer, not for the store. It's not for the large clothing store. It's for the retailer or a buyer. Okay, then next section should be 515. I believe some of you may have some questions, because of some of the question may be quite tricky. You have to play around with the units of measurement. I think question 1 you can skip because it's involved this tabulation. You can skip. Okay. This part is to test your understanding on the profit and loss plus the percentage profit and percentage loss. How to calculate the value? Percentage profit, percentage loss. Are you okay with question 2? Question 2 okay for all of you? Question 2. Percentage profit. Okay, now quite direct. Okay. Percentage profit, you can just simply use this formula, right? Yeah. The formula number 10. When the question asking you to calculate the percentage profit, then you use total sales minus the total cost divided by total cost. Multiply 100%, you can get the answer directly. How about question 3? Question 3, okay for all of you? In fact, this question actually is trying to play around with the units of measurement. You want me to go through question 3? About this banana one? You want me to discuss question 3?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let us discuss together because I think the challenge for this question is about the unit of measurement, whether it's in bucks or per banana. All right. Okay, so let us analyze the question together. So a green grocer buys 4 boxes of bananas for $57.60 per box. Okay. So this is the cost price. Cost price per box. Okay. And okay, cost price per box. Okay, so altogether purchase 4 boxes. Okay. So that means we can try to calculate the total cost based on this sentence. we can try to calculate the total cost for this greengrocer, for this bananas, right? Total cost. So total cost is using 57.6, one box, multiply 4. So the total cost actually is equal to 230.4. Okay. So I use red color because it's cost. Okay. So that means this is the cost, the total cost for this grocer. Then we can consider this greengrocer as the retailer. Okay. And this greengrocer purchased bananas from the wholesaler. Yeah. Okay. Next sentence. And this greengrocer actually would like to make 40% profit. That means the margin, the targeted margin is 40% out of this cost. Okay? Out of the cost. So this sentence can tell us what is the targeted sales. Okay? Targeted sales that would like to be achieved by this greengrocer. The target sales. So how to calculate this again? 40%. So maybe I can use other color. I use green color. Right? So the targeted sales actually is this one, okay? Which is the cost price. Okay, the cost 230.4 multiplied with margin of 40%. 40%. That means we have to use 40 plus 100%. So you get 1.4. Okay, 1.4. How to get 1.4? That is 40% plus 100%. Okay, so 100% means 1.4 lah. Right? Here I can just put, right, because of profit, so it's 1.4. Okay, so the total sales, the target total sales that would like to be achieved by the greengrocer is 322.56. Okay, okay. Next sentence. How much must he sell each piece of fruit if each box contains 200 bananas? Okay, one box consists of 200 bananas. Okay, so that means 4 boxes, how many bananas altogether? So you have to use 4 multiplied 200, so it's 800 bananas inside the okay, overall, okay, among these 4 boxes altogether, it consists of 800 bananas altogether. Okay, 800 bananas altogether. So in order to calculate the selling price per banana, for one banana, what you can do is you can use the total sales, okay, 322.56 divided by the total number of bananas inside the box. So this one I can use green color, right? Use green color, or maybe I use purple color. Okay, so the selling price for one banana is 322.56 divided by 800, so you get 0.40. So yeah, you have to play around with the formula, right? But I have to interpret the question properly, yeah. So for this question, it's like usually we have to calculate the total value first, and then if the question asking us to calculate the specific selling price for one unit, then we just use the total sales divided by quantity of products available. Okay, then question 4. How about question 4? Any question on question 4? Question 4 should be quite direct, Question 4, okay? Okay, question 5 is the problem, right? Question 5, I think because of the problem is because of this half dozen. Okay, and then the question also involve half dozen and this dozen. So we need to understand what is the meaning of half dozen in order to answer this question. So I'd like to use the PowerPoint slide because yeah, it'll be more easy to show you PowerPoint slide. So this is the question. Okay, let us analyze together. Okay, so a seafood store purchased 20 dozen oysters in half dozen lots for $1.20 per half dozen. Okay. So that means we need to analyze the question first. Dozen, 1 dozen means 12 units. 1 dozen has 12 oysters. Okay? 1 dozen means 12 oysters. And the question is actually is asking for half dozen. So it's better for us to change to half dozen, everything change to half dozen. Then it will be more easy for you to answer this question. Okay. So the first sentence is telling us the cost. Okay. This is the cost price per half dozen. For 1 half dozen is equal to $1.20. This is the cost to purchase the oyster. Okay. Cost to purchase the oyster. So this is considered as the cost price. Okay. For half dozen. So 20 dozen means 40 half dozen, right? 20 dozen means 40 half dozen. Okay. This one you have to change the unit first. Okay, to this 20 dozen, you need to change to half dozen because the question is looking for half dozen. So we need to convert all the measurement into half dozen. Okay, half dozen. So that means the cost is 40 half dozen multiplied with $1.20 because this $1.20 is for half dozen. So the total cost for purchasing this 20 dozen or 40 half dozen is equal to $48. Total cost to purchase the oyster is $48. Okay, next sentence. If 4 half dozen lots were not able to be sold, okay, so that means among these 40 half dozen, among these 40 half dozen, 4 half dozen are not good. Okay, probably not good. That's why cannot be sold out. Not good, not in good condition, cannot be sold out. So that means only 36 half dozen are good. That can be sold out. Okay. So how much would have to be charged per dozen to make a profit of 30%? So this is the targeted margin. Okay, that would like to be achieved by the seafood store. Okay, 30% margin. Okay, so from this last sentence here, we can try to calculate the targeted sales first. So targeted sales is using the cost, okay, the cost plus the targeted profit. This one should be total cost plus the targeted profit. Or you can be using the multiply. This is the profit rate. So total cost multiplied with the profit rate. Okay, total cost is this one, $48. $48 we substitute to here. Profit rate is the margin rate, 30%. Okay, so 30%, that means the revenue will be 30% plus 100%. So I get 130. 30% means 1.3. 1.3. So we substitute to here. Okay, so the targeted sales is equal to 62.4. This is the targeted sales. If all these 40 half dozen of the oyster can be sold out. Okay, so this is the targeted. This is the sales that can be achieved by the seafood store. Maybe I can use blue color. Okay, but now the problem is, among these 40 half dozen of oyster, 4 half dozen are not good. Okay, are not good. They cannot be sold out. So that means only 36 left. Half dozen can be sold out instead of 40. Only 36 half dozen can be sold out now. Okay, and the targeted sales is 62.4. Then the question now asking, then what is the selling price per half dozen? So that means that you see all this, you have to change to half dozen before you can get the answer. So what is the formula that we can choose? You can go back to the formula sheet again. This question is looking for selling price. and it's involved the markup price and also the selling price. So that means we have to choose this one. Okay. We have the markup price. Just now is 30%, right? 30% of the, okay, let us see, markup price. 62.4. Okay, this is the markup value. So we substitute to here. Okay, total cost is because only 36 half dozen can be sold out instead of 40. So we need to use 36 half dozen here. Okay, and then the selling price per half dozen is the one that we want to calculate the answer. So we have to transpose the formula now. So we move the 36 half dozen to the left hand side, becomes divide. Okay, becomes divide. So 62.4 divided by 36, you'll get 1.73. So in order to maintain the target sales of 62.4 with the margin of 30%, that means that among these 36 half dozen, one package, okay, one half dozen, the selling price should be equal to $1.73. Okay, so the tricky part is this one is here. Okay, this unit and the cost you need to change to half dozen first. Okay, and then another tricky part is among these 40 half dozen, 4 half dozen are not good. So only 36 half dozen can be sold out. So this is the tricky, the challenge for this question. I think this is the most difficult question among so many exercises. This is the most difficult, okay, because involve 2 constraints. So, okay for all of you, are you okay with this question? So this question is quite challenging. Question 5. Okay, how about question 6? Do you want me to go through question number 6? Do you want me to go through question 6? Question 6 because there are 2 different cars, and then each car has different requirement for the profit. Okay, one is making a profit, one is making a loss. And then you're asked to calculate the percentage profit or loss for the overall transaction, okay, for the overall both transactions. Do you want me to go through this question? Question number 6.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
sir.
So let us analyze together, Okay. The challenge is because this question involves 2 business transactions. Okay. So a car dealer purchases 2 Proton cars for 72,000 and 396,000 respectively. So that means this is the cost of the car. For okay, so I can simply give one assumption first. So I can say that, okay, cost of Proton A, I use the word A lah, Proton A, the cost of the car is 72,000. Okay, and then let the Proton B cost of the car is equal to 39,600 lah. I give a name for the second car. We call it as Proton B. Okay, this is the cost price for Proton B. So that means the total cost for both cars, if I sum out, is equal to 111,600. This is the total cost if I sum out together. Okay. Next sentence. If the more expensive car is sold at a 40% profit. Okay, so between these two cars, which one is more expensive? Proton A or Proton B? Proton A, right? More expensive. Okay, so according to this question, the more expensive car can get a profit of 40%. Okay, and the cheaper car will make a loss of 10%. So this is the cheaper car. Proton B is the cheaper car. So Proton B is going to make a loss of 10%. That means the selling price later on will be lesser. Is 10% lesser than 39,600 for Proton B. That's the meaning. Okay. So now you're asked to calculate the profit or loss of the overall transaction. Okay, profit and loss of the overall transaction. That means you are asked to calculate this one, right? Profit or loss of this transaction. That means you are asked to calculate profit or loss by using this formula. So it's using the total selling price minus the total cost price. Okay, total cost price we already have the answer just now. Yeah, total cost price means the cost for Proton A plus the cost for Proton B. So cost price we already have the answer, but we don't have the value for total selling price. This one we don't have. Okay, so we need to calculate the total selling price first in order to get the answer. We need to calculate the total selling price for Proton A car and also B car, respectively. So how to calculate the selling price? We can use this formula to help. Formula number 10 in order to help us to calculate the selling price. Okay. So in fact, this formula we can adjust also. Instead of using total sales, we can also use selling price minus the cost price divided by cost price. So this formula you can also adjust. If only one unit sold, then you can also adjust this formula. It becomes selling price minus the cost price. Okay, we can adjust the formula one, because if the question only involve one unit, then we can use this formula divided by cost price. Now I have to go to here. Okay. So that means that actually the question is looking for selling price. Okay, it is looking for this profit and loss. In fact, we need to use the formula 9 to calculate the profit and loss, right? But now we don't know what is the selling price. We know the cost price, but selling price for each car we don't know. Okay, so we need to use formula 10, okay, to calculate the selling price for Proton A, Proton B first, before we can apply formula number 9 to calculate the profit or loss. So we apply formula 10 first, percentage profit. Okay, so according to this question, Proton A can get 40% of profit. So that means the selling price for Proton A car will be 40% higher than 72,000. 40% higher than 72,000. Then what is the new selling price? What is the selling price for Proton A? Answer is the cost price of Proton A multiplied with 140%. 140 means 1.4. Okay, that is 40% plus 100%. So you'll get 140%. 140% means 1.4. Okay, 1.4. So that means the selling price for Proton A is this value. Okay. Then how about Proton B? Proton B is going to make a loss of 10%. So that means the Proton B car, the selling price will be lower than the cost price of 39,600. Okay. 10% lower. So what is the meaning? That is using 39,600 multiplied with 1 minus 10%. Okay. 1 minus 10%. This one means, okay, for A is like this. A, if you are confused, you can also add some more information. This one means 72,000 multiplied. This is for bottom A, yeah? Okay, bottom B is making a loss, so we use 1 minus 10%. Okay. For bottom A, we use 1 plus 10%. This one I use 1 minus. Use purple color, okay? So 1 minus 10% means 1 minus 0.1, huh? 1 minus 0.1, so you'll get 0.9. Then you use 0.9 multiply with the cost price of bottom B is equal to this value, okay? This is the selling price for bottom B, yeah? All right. So now is, okay, once we already have the selling price for A and B, we can try to calculate the, we call it as the total sales or the income, okay? The income, or we call it as total sales for both cars or income. Huh? So the selling price for bottom A is this number, and then bottom B selling price is this value. Huh? So we sum up together. So this is the total sales, okay? The total sales. All right. So this is, I can use blue color now. And then the cost just now, I use red color, right? The cost is this one, okay? Cost. So profit, maybe I can use profit, yeah, profit I use purple, huh? So it's using the blue color, the cells. No, it should be blue color minus the cost. So total sales for both cars is equal to this number. Substitute to here, blue color. And then the cost is already given from the beginning here. Okay. Total cost for both cars. Substitute to here. Okay, so simplify, you'll get the profit. Okay, but the question is looking for percentage profit, I think. Let me see what is the question one. Percentage profit. Okay, percentage profit. So that means we need to add one more step, okay, in order to calculate the percentage profit. So percentage profit is you can use the sales minus the cost divided by cost, right? Percentage profit is sales minus cost divided by cost, which is equal to the profit. Sales minus cost divided by cost. Okay, modify the formula. Sales income. Sales means the income. Minus cost divided by cost. So you may find that actually the cost is the denominator. Cost is always the denominator. Okay. So sales minus cost actually is the profit, which is this number. So substitute here directly. And then the cost is 11600. Substitute here. Simplify, you can leave the answer in two decimal places. Leave the answer in percentage as well. So you'll get 22.26%. So this is question number 6. Okay, any question on this? So the tricky part for this question, because it involves two items, bottom A and bottom B car. But we apply the same formula, okay? It's just like there are two items now. and then record different profit margin. One is profit of 30%, another one is making a loss of 10%. So that is the challenge for question number number 6. Okay, question number 6. I think last semester somebody also asked me question number 7. Do you want me to go through question 7 as well? Question 7. I cannot go through since we have time. All right. So this question is an electronic supplier buys integrated circuits for $1.20 each. Okay, so this sentence telling us the cost price. Okay, the cost price for the product. This is the cost price for this electronic supplier. Okay, because purchase, so it's a cost price for 1 unit. So I put here $1.20. Okay. Okay, next sentence. If he allows a 15% discount to regular customer, that means that he would like to sell this ICs to customer, all right, and then he would like to give 15% discount to the regular customer. So that means that this electronic supplier actually is a retailer. Okay, you can treat this supplier as a retailer, and then he would like to provide discount 15% to the customer. Okay, at what price should he mark the IC to ensure a minimum profit of 40%? Okay, he also want to achieve a minimum profit of 40%. This is the margin rate. Okay, this is the markup rate that is required for this supplier, the markup rate. All right. So if there's a case here, that means that we can use which formula that we can use apply in order to calculate the selling price. Now we are asked to calculate the selling price. Okay, so if there's a case, we have to choose the correct formula from this list again. Right here, you have to choose the formula. You have to decide which formula you have to choose. Okay, so based on this, it seems to be the formula that we can choose is formula number 10 because markup profit is already given, right? Percentage profit already given to us just now, 40%. Okay, so it's 0.4 for the subject for this variable on the left hand side. Selling price is that given? No, selling price is the price that we want to find out. Cost price, yes, is already given. It's $1.20 for each unit of IC. Okay, so if that's the case, formula 10 is the best formula that we can use, right, in order to calculate the selling price. Okay, so I copy this formula and paste to here. Okay, so percentage profit is 40%, so I substitute to here. Okay, 40%. So 40% means 0.4, 40% means 40 divided by 100. So I get 0.4. Okay, you can do step by step. Okay, selling price we don't know. Cost price is $1.20 is from here for 1 unit. So we substitute to here. Okay, for both numerator and denominator. So far so good, 100% means 1. 100% means 100 divided by 100. So you'll get 1 in fact. Okay, so if you can ignore this, is fine. Okay, this one you can just ignore this part. 100% you can just ignore. 100% means 1. Okay, then now we have to transpose the formula so that we can calculate the selling price, right? We need to transpose the formula. So the problem now is because this equation consists of 2 layers. For on the right hand side, there are 2 layers. Okay. So you may find that there are 2 numbers here on the right hand side. One is here, minus 1.2. Another one is the red one. Okay, divided by 1.2. So between these 2 numbers, we should move this red 1.2 to the left hand side. Okay, so we can do the cross multiplication when there is only 1 term at each side, only 1 house at each of the island. Then we can do the cross multiplication. That means 1.2 we can move to the left hand side and becomes multiplied with 40%. You may find that the symbol is still positive. The sign is still positive for 1.2, but now 1.2 becomes a is a numerator. From denominator becomes a numerator on the left hand side now. Okay, But this part, so 1.2 is this number is from here, from the right hand side. Move to the left becomes multiplied with 40%. Okay, so before we move this 1.2 on the right hand side to the left, what can we do is we can simplify this number first. 0.4 multiplied with 1.2 is 0.48. Okay, so once we simplify, we can move minus 1.2 to the left hand side because the initial relationship between SP with this 1.2 is subtract relationship. So if 1.2 move to left hand side becomes plus 1.2. Okay, so simplify, use 0.48 plus 1.2 to get $1.68. So this is the selling price per unit. Okay, this is the selling price per unit. Okay, but now is also, okay, besides that, right? Okay, now is, once we already get the selling price, the next step is we need to get the markup price, okay? Because this electronic supplier also want to give 15% discount to the customer based on the markup price, okay? So bear in mind, the cash discount is based on the markup price, okay? It's based on the markup price. So we know that, okay, the selling price is equal to $1.68. Okay, market price we don't know how much, but we know that the discount rate is 15%. Okay, 15%. So what can we do is we can use this formula. The formula, we have to choose this formula in order to calculate the market price. Okay, so we substitute the selling price $1.68. Discount rate is 15%, means 0.15. So simplify the number on the right hand side first is 0.85. Okay, then we move 0.85 to the left hand side becomes divide. So the markup price is equal to 1.98. Okay, it seems to be not involve many steps. Yeah. We need to get the selling price first before we can get the markup price. So there is the challenge for this question. Question number 7. And I believe the rest should be quite easy for you already now. Other questions should be quite straightforward. Okay. How about question number 9? Okay, for all of you, if you see the question involve percentage profit, then that means you have to use this formula already. If the question is involve percentage profit, that means you have to stand by this formula. Okay, you may need this formula already, guarantee. Okay. If the question is given you the percentage profit, or if the question is asking you to calculate the percentage profit, then this should be the formula that you need to stand by. So this question is percentage profit given, and you're asked to calculate the cost price. Okay, you're asked to calculate the cost price. Percentage profit is already given 20% with 10% discount. So this question is quite the same as question number 7 now. Okay, quite the same as question number 7. You need to use this formula to calculate the selling price, how much, and then after that you use the formula of selling price equal to markup price multiplied with 1 minus discount rate in order to get the markup price. Okay, so question number 9 is quite similar to question number 7. All right. Okay, any other questions before we call a day for this class today? So today we only focus on the tutorial question for first part of financial mathematics. So try to finish all the tutorial questions except the tabulation format. Okay, try to the exercises 511 until 515, except those questions in this table form. They no need to do. Okay. The most important thing is you have to know how to analyze the question first. Okay, get the appropriate information first, and then decide what is the formula you want to use. By using this table, okay? So you can use this one to help you to identify the suitable formula that you want to use. Okay, and then the online test one, actually, I suppose should release the result already. Yeah, you should be able to access the result, but it seems to be some of you still not able to access. I already made the result available already, but you still cannot access. I try to do it again one more time, maybe. Okay. That's how I already tried to make this available already. Go to here and then go to here. I already changed to this one, but it's still not available, not visible. Very funny. Okay, maybe I choose this one back. Okay, maybe after the class, I'll try to make this result available again. Maybe I can try to arrange. I can try to sort the data based on the highest to lowest Okay, so for this, the highest score is 19 out of 20. Nobody get full mark. So most of you pass, majority of you pass. If you get 10 out of 20, that means you pass already. Okay, for this test. And then for the project one, I already finished the marking, and I'll try to sort out the marks. Then I'll post my comments to all of you, okay, to the leader and also to the group members, so that you can start to do your project too, okay. So I already done the help you to do some correction as well. You should be able to access the my comments during this weekend, okay, Saturday or Sunday. If you have any doubt on the comments for project one, you can ask the question during the class in the following week. Maybe I can share with you also like this. Should I open again? I already marked the paper, so mostly okay. Okay, most of you done quite well for most of the groups. Okay, it's just like some of the presentation wise not really good. Don't mind if I share, Okay. This one is a raw one. It's a raw data. Raw data. Okay, open. Most of the groups did well. All of you passed for project one. It's just like some minor correction that you need to do Okay. So okay, for question one, most of you managed to get the total marks for question one is 5 marks. Okay, 5 marks. So if you manage to provide 50 data, then you can get 4 marks. Okay, then how about the 1 mark? 1 mark is you must sort the data like this. Okay, like for this group, right? If you do not sort the data, then you can only get 4 marks maximum, because 1 mark is for you to sort the data. That means you need to arrange the data from lowest to highest. Okay, you can arrange data horizontally or vertically. Okay, like for this, then your group has not done the sorting data process, so you only can get 4 marks. Okay. And then for question 2, part A, most of the group managed to get full mark is except the symbol, the unit. Okay, the unit of measurement you need to indicate as well. Unit of measurement. So for this question is, I think the unit should be episodes. So answer should be 17.68 episodes. Okay, so if you put the unit everything workings, you show, then you can get 2 marks. Full mark is 2 marks. All right. But if you don't put the unit, then 0.25 mark will be deducted. 1 over 4 mark will be deducted if you don't put the unit for the answer of mean. Okay. So some students also did not show the workings, just put the final answer, also cannot get full mark. If you only show the final answer without showing the working, at least some like formula. If you don't show how to get the total x value, how to get the n value, then if that's the case, you will only get 1 mark. Okay, 1 out of 2. That means 50% only you can get for this question. Okay. For mod, okay, if let's say if the mean value you didn't put the unit, mod also didn't put the unit, I only penalize the same mistake for one time only. Okay, so I only deduct 0.25 marks for the mean, but mod I'm not going to deduct your marks because same mistake being made. Okay, so you can get full mark for mod in this case if the mod value is correct. So answer if let's say it's 16, then you can get 2 marks for part B. Okay. For part C, it's median. Okay. Okay, so most of the students that present the answer in this way, 2 steps involved. Okay, so most of the students, okay, will indicate the location first, correct? The location is n+1 divided by 2. Okay, but this one is not correct. This one, the way to present this is not correct. It should be 50 plus 1 divided by 2 should be 25.5. Okay, so this one is not correct. This one you should change to, you should put 25.5. 25.5. And some students even put the term of equation. Term, I think is even better. Okay, if you manage to put like this, it's even better. Some of the students, they put like this, location of median, let's say. If you can put this, it's even better. And this is term of. I use red color, that means suggestions for you to do improvement in my marking, right? I put red color means suggest to improve, all right? So term of. This is not the value, but it's only the location of median. This is not the value of median, but it's only the location. Okay. So median, okay, depends on the workings. Like this one, okay, 18 plus 18 divided by 2. Okay, because we know that it's at the term of 25.5. 25.5. Okay, so since this one already been sorted out, which one is already sorted out? This one not yet sorted out. You have to sort out the data, otherwise you cannot get the median value. You need to sort the data first. I think, let me see, is there any data been sorted? Like now, okay, you cannot get the median value. We need to sort the data. Okay, what can I do is I can copy this data. Usually, you can copy faster. Okay, then I'll go to Excel. I give you some comments so that you are not repeat the same mistake in project 2. Okay, so usually I do in this way. I can sort the data. Now it's not been sorted the data. So we need to sort the data. Okay, I'll do step by step. All right, so I'll try to sort the data in the vertical form. So I use this one. Okay, vertical form. Copy, paste in the vertical form like this. Okay, transpose, use transpose. Copy, paste. Okay, so now I have to sort the data. Sort the data means, okay, I can sort. I can highlight this, okay, and then go to data, the data tab here, and then choose A to Z. That means sort the data from smallest to highest values. Okay. So just now we know that the median is at the term of 25.5. 25.5. Okay, 25.5. So that means it's in between this term and also term 26, which is this term. Okay, so it's in between these two numbers, but incidentally, these two numbers are the same. So that means median is equal to 18. Right? Median is equal to 18. So what you can do is you can replace these two numbers, 18 and 18, into the formula just now. Okay. So 18 plus 18, because it's in between term 25 and 26. Okay, so it's using 18 plus 18 divided by 2 is equal to 18 exactly. And the answers, so far you should leave episodes for this case, right? Episodes. So if you manage to do this, you get 2 marks maximum. 2 marks for median. Okay. So first quartile also the same. All right. So you can put location of, let's say you can put first quartile, right? Okay, I use red color. That means these are the things that I add. Okay, so this is okay, term of correct A, but here is also have to put term of 50 plus 1 divided by 4. Okay. All right, so once you identify the term of Q1, the next step is to use the formula. All right, so we know that it's in between term 12 and term 13, right? Based on the formula, Q1 is in between term 12 and term 13. Okay, so now we go to our Excel sheet. We look for term 12. Term 12 is this number. Okay, term 13 is this number. So incidentally, oh yeah, both numbers are the same Both numbers have the same value. Okay. But how to do the calculation? Okay, this is term 12 value, this is term 13 value, Okay, so now we go back to our Microsoft Word. Okay. So the formula is using the term 12 value plus term 13 minus term 12. Okay, term 13 minus term 12. This is the term 13 value. This is the term 12 value. I use this color, brown. Brown. Okay. Multiply 0.75. How to get 0.75? Is from here. Here, 0.075. Maybe I can use purple color. Okay. Okay. So 16 minus 16 is 0. 0 multiplied 0.75 is 0. Right? So 0 plus 16, answer should be equal to 16. So yeah, so some mistake here already, right? But if you manage to do the workings all this, right? So even though your final answer is wrong, you still manage to get mark for this part. Okay, so this part you can get 1 mark. Okay, if you know how to identify the location of Q1, even though your Q1 answer is not correct, your answer should be equal to 16, let's say, 16 answer. So if your answer is not correct, it's still fine. You still can get some marks. Okay, you still can get some marks. So 1 mark is given for this working, 1 mark. Okay, and you still can get mark for this one if you know how to substitute the term 12, term 13 value. Still can get marks here. Okay, so this part you still can get 0.25 marks for this part. Okay, so this one is 1 mark. 1 mark plus 0.25 is 1.25 marks. For the total marks for this question is 2 marks. Okay, so this is how I did the marking for Q1. So Q3 also the same. Location, you can put location of Q3 or third quartile. Okay, and this is fine. This is good. And this one need to put term of. Okay. Okay. Now, okay. The next step is once I identify the location, then the next step is to get the Q3 value. Q3 value we can put third quartile value. Okay. So it's equal to, okay. It's better to use Excel to get the answer. Okay, so we know that it's in between term 38 and 39. Term 38 and 39. This one I use purple color. 38 and 39. Okay, now we go back to Excel. 38, 39. Term 38 is this number. Okay. Term 39 is this number. Incidentally also same value. So that means your Q3 is equal to 20 exactly. Okay, 20 exactly. But you can also show the workings. Okay, how to show the workings? Go back to your Microsoft Word. Okay, so the answer is using the term 38 value. Term 38 we use brown color, plus the term 39 value, I use green color. Okay, minus term 38, brown color. Multiply with 0.25. 0.25 is from here. I use purple. Okay. So you may find that actually 20 minus 20 is 0. 0 multiply 0.25, 0. 0 plus 20, answer is 20. Okay. So this one got mistake. So answer should be equal to 20 episodes in this case. So this one maybe I use other color. I use red lah. Okay, episodes. So this, because final answer is wrong, but the workings okay. So this one you can get 1 mark for this working. This part you can get 0.0. If these are okay, if all this correct, okay, then you can get 0.5 marks lah. If these 4 values all are substituted correctly, you can get 0.5 marks. Okay, this wrong, so this one you'll miss the 0.5 marks here because of the calculation. Okay, so overall you'll get 1.5 marks. 1.5. Okay. Okay, variance is good that you can show the formula, because if you show the formula, you can get 0.25 marks. If you show the correct formula, you can get 0.25 marks for this. Okay, and then you can also show the workings on how you substitute the n value, total x squared, total x, and also n into here. Okay, so the long working you can just put somewhere on the right hand side or maybe put at the bottom. Okay, you can get half mark here. This is 1 mark. This one, this is half mark. Okay, because this one when you calculate the mean value, you already have the answer here. Okay, for the mean. So this one I get half mark. Half mark. This is 1 mark. Okay. Okay. So if you show this working, you can get some marks here, even though your final answer may be wrong. Okay. Then you substitute. Okay. Let's simplify this. Okay, and the answer for this should be also in episodes. The unit for this question is in episodes. Okay. So the total marks for this question is 4 marks. Okay, variance is 4 marks. So bear in mind, because you are collecting 50 sample, so that means you should use the sampling formula to calculate the variance. So that means you have to use n-1 formula, not the n. Okay, you have to use n-1 formula because you only select 50 data from the population of interest. Okay, G is standard deviation. Is easy, right? It depends on your variance value. So if you show the formula, square root of variance or square root of the whole thing here, you can get half mark. Okay, a square root of this or square root of variance, you can get half mark. Okay. Then if you can show how do you get this value, square root of 23.73 is because of your variance, right? If you show this, also can get some marks. Okay, and then give the final answer, and then leave the unit in episodes for this question. So the overall marks for this will be 2 marks. Okay, total marks for this is 2 marks. Okay, so this will be for question number 2. So in my folder, actually, most of the students did some presentation mistakes. Presentation mistakes, or some careless mistake, okay, for most of the groups. Okay, lastly is question 3. Question 3 is good that you can also show the workings of how do you identify the number of classes and also the class size. Actually, okay, you do not need to follow exactly what you have calculated, because this is only give you some ideas on number of classes required. Okay, so you can use either 4 classes, 5 classes, or 6 classes, depends on the data that you have. Okay, not necessary you must have 5 classes or 6 classes or 4 classes. Not necessary. Depends on the nature of the data later on. This one only just give you some idea only. Okay, give you some ideas only. Right? And also the class size will only give you some idea. How many numbers in one class? Okay, so you do not need to necessarily follow. Not necessarily have to follow. Just give you some ideas only. Okay. All right, and bear in mind for this question, you are asked to build the distribution table with the appropriate class intervals. So that means, right, your class value should be in the range format. Okay, it should not be single score, because some of the groups provide the class value with single score, which is not fulfill the requirement of this question. Okay, then that means you cannot get full mark for your group. Make sure that your classes should be provided in the interval form. Like this is interval form, okay. Interval form, but not with single score. Single score means one class has only one number. Okay, one class has one number, and then it's not fulfill the requirement. Then you can only get 3.5 marks. Okay, if you do not fulfill the class interval requirement, then that means you can only get 3.5 out of 5 for this table. Okay, so this is class interval. Yeah, it's okay. Right. So I'll check the title also. Usually I'll check the title whether it's correct or not. So this one, the title for this actually is okay. Let me see what is the question. This is the variable. What is the variable for this question is number of episodes. In fact, okay. In fact, this one is a class, okay, and it's referred to number of episodes. For this question, for your data that you collected, this is class. If you want, you can also put this is a class, okay. If you want, you can also put this is the number of episodes. If you want, you can also put X, okay, to indicate actually this is the X column. Okay. And then frequency here is okay, it's correct. This is correct. If you want, you can also put this one. It will be in this case is referred to number of drama for this question. Okay, for your data is referred to number of drama. Or we can just put frequency. Is also okay. So both are accepted. You can either use frequency or you can just put number of drama for this question. Okay, and for this column is frequency, so it's F column. Okay. So if the title is correct, you can get half mark for the title. And this one is the title for the second column. I'll check also half mark for this, right? This one will be 1.5 marks for the class interval. I'll check one by one, okay? And the frequency also check. So altogether 5 marks for question number 3. Okay. And some groups are okay. In order to prepare you to go for project 2, project 2. So remember for project 2, because you are going to use the group data like this, and these are called as group data to calculate the descriptive measurements. So be careful. Make sure that you can try to cross the gap. Okay, you should use the boundary classes when you want to calculate the mean, median, mode. Better use the boundary classes. So I think some of the groups already changed these limit classes into boundary classes are also okay. All right. So that means some of the groups are already changed this to. If I change, this one should be equal to 6 to less than 10. So for most of the groups, I already have to change. Okay, to suggest you to use the boundary class. And the title is still the same. It still refer to class, or you can put number of episodes. Okay, for this data. Okay, so this one I can change to other color so that you can see. Okay, so it's better. Okay, for your project 2 later on, make sure that your classes here, okay, your class interval should be using the boundary classes, so that is you can directly calculate the median and mode first quartile, third quartile directly. Okay, so remember, change this to boundary classes immediately. Okay. So this one, the second class should be 10 to less than 15. So continue the same process for others as well. So the last class should be from 25 to less than 30. Less than 30 means 30 is not included. It's only included until 29.99999. Less than 30. Okay. So this one delete. So your project 2, please make sure that you use the boundary classes again. Okay. So I think later on I'm going to email you the result for your project 1. Okay, if you got any doubt, you can ask me question either through email or maybe through the class in the coming week. Okay, all right. Any questions related to the marking for project 1? So your project 1 overall consists of how many marks? I think it's 26 marks. Project 1 is 26 marks. Okay, any other questions? Before we call a day, we still have about 5 minutes. Okay, let me see the meeting chat. Any questions? Do we need to do correction and resubmit the work one more time? No need, no need. No need to resubmit, Adrian, okay? But in your project 2, make sure that you use the suitable class interval when calculating the descriptive statistics, okay? So in my marking, I also provide some comments like this just now, like this just now. Okay. Like simply choose this group, okay? So in my marking, I also suggest this group to use this type of class interval, we call it as boundary class, when doing the calculation for project 2. Okay, so for each group, I also provide comment. If you got any problem on this frequency table, please email me for each group later on. You can email me. Okay. Any other question from besides Edwin? So no need to resubmit the project 1. No need. All right. Any other questions besides Edwin? Okay. I think Edwin one is you are group number 6, right? Are you from group number 6 or 10? Number 6, I think. Yeah, group number 6, right? Group number 6, and let me see your problem for group number 6. I can go back to here again. So Adrian, are you the group leader? Are you the group leader? Because I think some of your group members also submitted, right? But later I'm going to post all the feedback to all the group members as well, huh? Okay, this is group number 6. I think for some of the group also put the group members is good, so that I know, okay, yeah, who are the group members in your team. It's easy for me to check also. Okay, so it's good that you can have a cover page. Even though there is no marks, but it's good to put a cover page to indicate your group members' name. Easy for me to check also. Okay, so I think this could also same as group number 5. Need to sort the data in order to get full mark. Need to sort the data. Either you can sort horizontally or vertically. Okay, like this is not sorting, so you can get only 4 marks maximum. Okay, good that you can put the dollar sign, correct. Okay, this one can get 2 marks. This one also 2 marks. All right. This one have to put term of. Okay, term of. This is not value, so you need to put term. In order to improve, you have to put term of. So that means this part you're going to deduct how many marks? 0.25. Okay. Deduct 0.25 marks because of the presentation not good. This one also not correct. This one should be term of 25.5. Okay. All right. Then this is the value already, so no need to put term of anymore, because this is the value of the median, so no need to put the location anymore. Only these two you have to indicate the term of, to indicate these are the terms, the location. Okay? And this is the value, so no need to put any more location or term of title. Okay? So 7 plus 7 divided by 2, so I get $7. So this one, that means you'll get 1.75 marks, because 0.2 marks is deducted because of this one, your presentation. Okay. And for Q3, because you repeat the same thing, Q1 repeat the same mistake, so you're not going to be penalized for the same mistake. So this one you can get full mark, because this working also correct. Yeah, working is correct. Yeah, even though this one you don't put the term of, you still can get 2 marks for this section. So the same mistake only penalized 1 time. This one also term of. Okay, so this one can get 2 marks. Variance, yeah, okay, correctly presented all these value, so it's 4 marks. Standard deviation, okay, 2 marks. Okay, you see this one, okay, for your group, because you are given the frequency distribution in the single score form, single score. Okay, so that means you did not follow the instruction. Should be in the single score form. So I think I already suggested you can use for your project 2. You can start with 4 to less than, say, I think you can change. I already provided some suggestions, okay, for this. This one can be 4 but less than 5. Okay, this one can be 4 but less than 5, like this. Okay, this one can be, or maybe these are 4 less than 6, then 6 less than. Let me see what is your lowest number. Your lowest number is 4. The highest number is 12, huh? Because the class width for each class should be the same, huh? So 4 and 5 should be here, 6 and 7, so 8, like this, huh? So that means 8 and 9 are under this class, third class, all right? 10, 11 are under the fourth class. Okay, so then 12 until less than 14. So 12, 13 are under the final class. Okay, so for your project 2, this group, make sure that you change your class interval into this form. Okay, change to this form. So that means for your group, you can only get maximum 3.5 marks for question number 3. Okay, all right. Any other questions? Let me see. Okay. I think is Christy here. Christy is from group number 12, I think, with Rachel. Rachel, are you here, Rachel? So, do you have any meeting with Christy or not? Crispin and Rachel? Do you have any meeting with Christy when you did your project 1? Rachel is not here. Then, do you have any meeting or any communication with Christy when you did your project 1? Otherwise, I cannot give marks to Christy then, right? If Christy did not present anything or did not do anything, that I cannot give her marks. Okay, so I only give marks to Rachel and Crispin. So that means Christy is not involved in your group. It's group work. Okay, all right. Okay. So if any group members did not do the work, then please inform me, so that I will not give any marks for that group member. Okay. All right. So okay, have a nice weekend. Yeah. See you. Take care. So coming Monday, we are going to proceed to second part of financial mathematics. Is on interest rate. Okay, take care. Yeah, it's already over 4 o'clock. Okay, have a nice weekend. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, I'll do.
Thank you,
stop
sir.
recording.
Bye, sir.
Bye bye. See you. Take care.